Hello, I'm Nariah, and my research paper is over overbreeding. Overbreeding is when an animal is bred repeatedly past the normal amount. It is harmful to animals involved and can cause a whole world of physical and mental issues. Overbreeding a dog, some people don't think about the negative effects of breeding dogs without thinking too much into it. It does seem normal. They have to breed to have puppies, so of course people aren't going to think about the negative effects. However, sometimes they overbreed the dogs, and that has a negative effect on both the mother and their puppies. In several articles, I found a range of different side effects possible from overbreeding. Some are mental problems, others are health. The mothers affected by overbreeding can cause joint and bone problems. It can also cause aggression issues in the puppies. It can cause risk of heart conditions, aggression issues, and developmental issues. Other effects are joint problems, heart problems, aggression, breathing difficulties, epilepsy, skin disease, and bone conditions. And those are mostly of the puppies infected because of the fact that the mothers, if not born with these diseases or has not adapted to these diseases, then they don't have it. But the aggression can be spread down the line from the mother or the father, and overbreeding can cause severe aggression, especially food aggression, and just aggression towards people or other dogs, which can cause a range of problems for the dog, because if they have aggression issues, that means that there's a chance they're going to be put down because they bit somebody or something, and it puts them in a difficult situation. My perspective is that I do believe overbreeding is a growing problem that needs to be stopped. It's an issue that keeps getting worse. The more people want a specific breed, the more they will be bred. They also are doing severe overbreeding of these animals because of the rarity of them, which means that when there's a mother and a father that can create the puppy that is desired, they will just keep breeding those ones until they physically can't. This is a problem that is also causing more dogs to die off. If it keeps spreading, it will cause more animals to be born with defects and more mothers to pass during pregnancy or birth. It can also cause miscarriages in the dog because if they aren't able to give birth to that many puppies, it can keep destroying them and ruin their bodies. If you are interested in this, another subject worth looking into are the negative effects of breeding, most commonly overbreeding. You can also look into breeding farms and unlicensed overbreeding, as breeding farms do have regulations they have to follow. Even licensed breeders have regulations they have to follow, but they only get checked out a certain amount every year, which means that as long as they're doing what they need to for their inspection, they should be fine, and then they can go back to doing what they shouldn't be to the animals. And then unlicensed overbreeding, there are people who just have a bunch of dogs and they keep getting bred for whatever reason, not getting spayed or neutered, or even just dogs that live on the street are getting bred, and it's not because of anybody's fault. It's just there's too many of them left out on the streets now. These are both elements that play into the problem of overbreeding. Another problem that can be affected is inbreeding dogs and how bad it goes if the dogs are both inbred and overbred, because most inbred dogs do have issues physically and mentally already, and then when you put in overbreeding them, it does create a lot more problems and heightens the risk of the dog not making it through. And those are my resources.